Hello, my name's Chris, this is Blue Kraken Gaming, and welcome back to Aska, where if you are enjoying the series, I would ask that you please consider leaving a like, a comment, or a subscription. Any rule help the channel grow, and they help get it out in front of other people, so thank you very much to those of you that do that. Now, in our last episode, we were getting on with sorting out our mini outpost. That's going to be our halfway house for the market, and I was making the point about not being able to pin things from here, and it was very kindly pointed out to me I can do it from here. So yeah, that's already pinned. The outpost is there. Okay, so we are, I feel, going to be definitely on the hunt. Yeah, this food situation is currently alarming me to the point where I'm not even going to try and take that. How is the beetroot harvest going? We have some with growth. Okay. That's really funky. You can kind of see them growing in the floor there because they... yeah. That one's on the slope, that one. Okay, so these guys all need stuff. Where are the hunters? The hunters are out and about, I'm presuming. Okay, we have meat. What is that? Oh, linen thread. Okay. Why is the raw food house worker not coming and getting stuff needed to make a meat soup? Or, right, where is... right. Where's the worker? Okay, so we have only got the one worker here. Okay. Right. Oh, we got a few builders now. Okay. So, Freya, you are on day one. Okay. That means we're going to give this one a night one as well, so we can keep that going. Ida, what are you on? You're on night 2. Well, guess what? You get to go on night 1. Apply. And then Ida is going to work here. Okay, so that's just going to keep all of that coming in, so hopefully that they can grab the food from here. It does mean I need to make sure that they are allowed. So whitelist is raw food, and then I need to find Ida under the raw food so that she can come grab it. Okay, and the other place Ida will need it from is here. Whitelist. Oh, anyone's allowed to come grab from here. That is, I suppose, fine. Right, the farm will need to add Ida to, because I'm sure that's got a whitelist. Okay. Why is the gatherers... What? Okay. No idea why the gatherers can come here. Right, where is Ida? Because she's allowed to come get this. And I think we need to set the one over here as well. Whitelist? Yeah. I no idea where the gatherers huts are. They must have been working somewhere before. Right, where are we? Raw food storage. There we go. Okay. Because these guys are also growing, hopefully, some beetroot. Yep, there we go. Beetroot. That one's ready for planting. Okay, that's fine. Does mean that we're going to want to try and get smilk going at some point as well, so that we can supplement all of this with cheese, because, you know, that is something we need to get going to the point where I'm actually going to pin the smilker pens so they can start building that a lot more in my absence. Okay, so we need 2 rope for this warehouse. There's none in there, none in there. I have seen plenty of flax laying around, so I'm not too... or not flax, but plenty of fibre laying around, so I'm not too worried about that. He says... Oh, no, there it is. Right. Cool. So that's going to be the rope sorted out. Okay. We're going to go do that, and we're also going to start having a look for some more Jotun blood, because I feel like we're going to need that for... yeah, we're going to need that to get some more villagers. Now I can see the hunters have actually got a decent amount of food there, so I'm hoping the raw silo builder's going to come and grab that. Though we might want to move the cookhouse to have availability for that as well. I kind of don't want to be forced into that situation. I'd rather... yeah, and I want to eat this beetroot. Drop that. Yeah, I'd rather not be forced into making the cooks have access to the raw food sort of supplies. I'd rather that still be managed by the logistics path that we've got. So I'm hoping that they will sort themselves out. There's a forager going out and getting something, which is promising. Right, okay. I mean, we've still got plenty of smokers around here. Yeah, wildly tempting to put a hunter's hut up here. I know we're not quite ready for getting stuff up here just yet, but that's still very, very tempting. Okay. Oh, okay, there's still more to this market then. 2 logs. Well, that's not a problem. Okay, and then... sticks and... oh, long sticks and... normal sticks. Okay, well that means we'll have to take another tree or 2 down around here. I've let it get to night time again. I imagine this at the moment is to build the... the whatchamacallits, the sleds. Not that we need the sleds, but it doesn't let the building be considered complete until they're done. Just going to have to buckle up on that and get that done. Okay, there's that, and we still need 10 more. Oh, okay. That's fine. And in which case I'm going to harvest this long stick for bark and sticks. I mean, to be fair, they're going to go and do that, so I may as well just chop all this bit up myself, eh? Give them a bit more firewood as well. Taking the tree stumps down. Because we are, in theory, going to start trying to ship that up here. Cool. Yeah, that's being done. That needs 6 sticks. So you've got some food up here, which is good. That's the broken metal parts. Did I not give you a firewood storage? I thought it was... oh yeah, there's one here. Okay. Fine. And then let's have a look at the route we've set up. So you're bringing this to outpost here. Okay. And... yeah, you're bringing that from cooked food. That's the only bit... yeah, we haven't got you bringing the tools up yet. So Sven, can we... no, I thought there was a way to like save the routes. Or save the loading. Okay, so we've got 2 iron picks, 2 hammers, a wooden axe. Okay. I kind of want to just, you know, grab this and go duplicate. Although actually... oh no, I just changed where that's going. So you're now going to outpost 2. So you're going to bring that up here. Why is that not updated? Yeah. 2. Outpost 2. Which you can still have torches, hammers, all the rest of it. Okay. And it just goes. Okay, lovely, fine. So it was 2 of them, 2 of them, 1 of them, and I'm going to say 5 torches. We also need this to bring up firewood, which we don't have. Okay, because that one needs a warehouse, firewood. Okay. So yeah, that's now coming to Outpost 2. So let's start with some of the namings a bit more so that we understand what we're doing with this instead of just having it as Outpost 2. So this is... I'm just going to make up a name. Helga's Pit Stop. Why not? There we go. Okay. So that's then that set up. Have we got... No, we've only got one person here. And they're listed as a builder. The other guy must be from... Yeah, they don't belong up here. They're just staying there to warm up. Okay, that's fine. You don't need quite that much food for just you at the moment, so we're going to grab that so we don't starve on the way back. Though we did need to get some Jotun blood. That was the whole reason we were coming out here, wasn't it? You know, though striking out in the middle of winter is not the best idea. But needs must. That's a large one over there. So we can get hopefully a decent amount of blood from this one. That looks like a Draugr field over there. I'm sure I saw some flashes of purple through those trees. Which means that's going to be an unpleasant place to go. Yeah, that's that large cemetery. That's fine. We're not going to go near that just yet. Like, we possibly could, but I just don't feel quite like I've got the armour that I'd want for it. I want a bit more armour before I go into that. That's that. Okay, the road should be over here. That's going to give us at least enough to get another person summoned in. Okay. So that's that done. We also are going to want to change our guy that's running only up to the halfway house. We're going to want to change their their route to bring the broken tools back, because at some point we're going to be daisy chaining that, which is fine. That's not a problem. Let's go back and, like I say, get another pair of hands to help with all of this. So we're on the move there, which is fine. I suppose we could actually send one of those market workers up there now. Winter is coming to an end. Very nice. That's what we want to see. Hopefully we'll start seeing some more food influxing in as we get to the spring. Like, there's a decent number of meat hunks there. Like, I know we're missing some of the, like, vegetables and stuff, but I would have thought the cooks would have just been able to, you know, use 4 meat hunks and make a super meaty stew. At least that's what I would have hoped. How are we actually doing with the food? That still looks empty, which is not a good place. Random skeleton apparently I missed. Break that up. No, nothing of use there. Okay. So, yeah, we want to get the next person coming in. Wind Rider and a Wildling, Daylight and Iron Lungs. Yeah, kind of feel like this one will be a good one. Okay, so Yeah, you're going to tell me you can't find anything to forage. That's okay. I don't mind that. That's because you're in the middle of winter. I understand that. This, we need to set up a little firewood. Oh, we did. Okay. Well, then let's get that sorted out then. So you need 2 bits of firewood and 6 sticks. 6, and then 2 bits of firewood. Hoping we'll have some in here. No, that one's empty. Okay. Where is the firewood storage? We've got one somewhere, I'm sure of it. Like, I know we're turning a lot of it into coal. That resin bucket is full now, so our builders should be lighting all the fires around. Manage builders, what are you up to? So there's 3 of you there. You're all asleep at the moment. Okay. Well, Hendrik, you get to go on to night 2. Get working. Keep the lights up. Yes. Tasks, firekeeping. No, repairing should always be the top. I think I maybe put firekeeping there because of the winter, but that's coming to an end, so we definitely want to get repairing back on top. We need to find a couple of pieces of firewood. Now I'm wondering if, because we give them a firewood storage in each of these, yeah, let's see, they're all full of firewood. That's fine. That at least means they've got wood to burn. Okay, so let's come over here and get this set up. Cool, okay. But that then means if we come over here and we now look at our tasks, Sven going to Helga's pit stop should now be able to take firewood. Right, take all the firewood you can. Because they're just going to need to keep that going. Okay. And so that is Sven. So we then need to look at Sven's return leg. So this is going to be from the pit stop. And in here I want you to bring back all of... the ore's not been... Okay. Okay, it seems like the ore bucket's not been done yet. That's fine. We'll have to go back and make sure... Has it not triggered because she's not had any ore? I don't know on that actually. I thought we'd finished building the ore bucket. Where are we? Here we are at the pit stop. Open menu. Storages. Broken metal parts. Clothes. Huh. Okay. Well, I mean, we'll give you guys a fortified outpost wall. You can try and work on that. Give them something to do. I thought we'd given them the ore storage. Let's go back. I know we're doing a lot of running and backwards and forwards, but we need to try and get this set up. And it'd be nice to at least try and get it going. Now, it might be worth having a think, because it could be worth moving one of our market workers up there, because where they've now got a shorter run, we might not need 2 of them running we might not need 4 in total effectively. We might be able to make it with 1 going from the main village to the halfway house, and then from the halfway house to the mining outpost. So yeah, that's something we could consider, and I might actually look at doing that now, and we can then play with the market settings once I've checked we have got the appropriate storage set up here. Right. Yeah, because those guys are going to be a pain. Right, broken metal parts. Oh yeah, it's that. That still needs doing. So we need to get those 6 sticks. we go. Let's grab those. It's given me 4. Can I just find a spruce somewhere to... There we go. Save chopping something down. Cool. There we go. Okay, so there's that done. Cool. Oh shoot, I put that in the wrong thing. Blast. No, not the firewood. Not... I suppose let's go and put the firewood in their storage for them. Give them something to keep warm with. There we go. Right. Grab 3 sticks. So we need 3 more. Right, let's take this log apart. Grab the sticks. There we go. Right, not into the wall this time. This time we're putting it there. Okay. So it was there, it just wasn't queued up. So now, if we check our market route here... open menu... We're then going to look at... So Sven's coming here. So Sven's now going to go from the pit stop. And you're now going to take... Yeah, any ore you can get. Okay. You also need to be bringing back any broken metal parts. So... it's because where it's going doesn't have a broken metal part storage. This is where I can see the wisdom of having a warehouse for just this route. Okay. Yeah, we're absolutely going to have a hunter's hut up here. There's way too much. Right, so let's then get... We don't need a huge one. I just want... Not housing. Hunter's hut. There we go. Just to keep these guys away, though we are then going to need a bow and stuff. Alright. What we'll do is we will set a hunting marker right here. Okay. And hopefully the hunters will come up here and help keep these guys under control. Because there's just so many of them. Okay, so we're still technically in winter, but we're getting to the end of it now. We need to set up a broken metal parts storage in the main warehouse. See if we can find room for that. I then think I am going to move one of those warehouse workers up to the other village and reassign them that way round. So that we can then have that leg working. I think that's going to be good to have. There you go. Milker hut's coming along nicely. Thank you. Pushing me out of the way like that. Right. Okay. So if we... first things first. If we look at our market... We've got Sven and Einar. Now, Sven is already going from where we need to where it needs to go. Okay, fine. Then we need to go from... So that means we need to take Einar. So, yeah, we need to go up here. We need to do open menu, assign workers, alphabetical. Where's Einar? There we go. Einar. Yeah. And then Einar's going to work from this market. And then you're going to go from here, from Helga's pit stop, to outpost 1. Einar. Oh, you're only allowed sleds. Okay, I suppose it's because your current cart doesn't... Hang on. That means I need to assign... Right, hang on. Which cart is... Oh, this is getting daft. Right. Which cart do you use, Sven? Sven uses cart 3. Okay. So that means cart 2 needs to belong to the pit stop. Okay. So now if we come up here and we look at the market, open menu, add task from the pit stop to outpost 1 with Einar with his new cart. Right, you are now taking meat soup, but let's only take 10. You're also then going to take the axe, the pick, the hammers. I think that's all he needs to take up with him. Yeah. And then you're going to go from outpost to the pit stop with your cart, and now you're going to come back with the iron ore. And that's all your... Oh, and the broken metal parts. Where are the broken metal parts in this list? We've not given them a storage, have we? No, we haven't given them a storage up there. Okay. So we're going to have to run up there and sort that out. But that is then going to start, in theory, this going. Now, Einar... who belongs to the pit stop? Yeah, so that is Einar and there. So why is Einar... Oh, it's because he's a market worker. That's why he's in white. Okay, fine. But that's going to start those guys moving around a bit more. Now, hopefully we're going to start seeing the food come in a bit more as well, because we're now into the spring. Okay. We're getting there. Right, but we need a broken metal parts in this shed here. Where I'm going to fit... Oh, where I'm going to fit that. There we go. That's where we're fitting it. The fish rack, because I'm not using the fish rack. Dismantle the fish rack. Right, build me storage. And... where is it? Broken metal parts. There we go. Broken metal parts. Doesn't fit there. Okay, lovely. There's no other room here. That's a meat... you don't need meat hunks. Right, so let's try and take that out. Will you sneak in there? No? No, you won't, because there's a tool bit that's too much in there. Oh, right, okay. Where can we try and fit that? I feel like there's space there. So I think if we get rid of this arrow one... Okay. Now we can fit the broken metal parts. Okay. And then we'll come back here and we'll replace that arrow one. Yeah, there's a wisp here. Will you be gone? Right, storage, that's what we want. Right, it was the arrow storage that was here. So we'll pop that back. We'll actually give you guys 2 of those. But that one's the priority. Right, okay. Sounds like there's another one somewhere. Is there another wisp floating about? Not that I can see. Okay, that's all good. Right. Okay, we're doing well on coal. You can see all the stuff coming in for the new year. Right, we need to give them a broken metal parts up at the other outpost, so at the mining outpost. So we're going to have to take a run up there. But I'm going to do that part off camera. So I'm going to wrap up here and say, as usual, likes, comments, subscriptions, they will help the channel grow. They help get it out in front of other people. So thank you very much to those of you that do that. Thank you very much to my YouTube channel members. Your support is very much appreciated. And please don't forget that as a supporter, you do gain access to the save files for any of the open world games I'm currently playing, along with any relevant blueprints that get used with them. And also, please don't forget that you guys get early access to the videos, so you get to see what's going on before anybody else, and you also get your Oxygen Not Included series. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy all of that. But other than that, thank you all very much for joining me today, whether you're a channel member or not. I hope you have a great day, and I will catch you all next time.